Yo, it's King Golden, live with the Golden Network, live at G's Barbershop. I got my mans with me today. I'm going to let him introduce himself, and then we're going to get right into the interview. We ain't going to hold no more of y'all time today. So,
what's going on, everybody? I'm Kim Vision, videographer, photographer, and music producer. Not so much a music producer, but yeah. What's going on, y'all?
now, I will say he got some fire beats. You know what I mean? Don't let that one slide too much for me, but it's good to have him on the, on air today.
Appreciate you having me.
Definitely a blessing. Just to get right into it. You a man that wear many hats. Got a real talented, got a lot ahead of you. And we start, I don't even know where to start, man. Which one did you start doing first, from production to videography?
Yeah. So I started out, man, doing music production, you know what I'm saying? So I just started out doing music, making beats, and taught myself how to do that, then kind of progressed into photography, then videography. So yeah, so music was always my first thing. I always had a thing for music since the movie when the movie Juice first came out. Yeah, so I always wanted to scratch the turntable. You know what I'm saying?
You got the juice now.
Yeah, man.
It's good. So everything pretty much self-taught.
Self-taught, everything. Yep. This was kind of before the whole YouTube thing, man. Just messing around, tinkering around. That's how you learn. And then, as you progress, you'll probably meet some people that could probably show you a few things as well. But messing with everything, man, is just all me messing around,
just
poking
diving
around.
right into it.
Yeah, and that's the best way to learn, I feel like, too, sometimes, man, because when you don't have anybody, you just like, well, shit, I got to figure this out.
Right.
And then, boom, next thing you know, you work through your mistakes, and you get it better the next time,
Right.
Yeah.
I will say, to me, that's always been the best teacher. Just in life in general.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean that I could tell my kids a million times, don't go do that. Till they bump their head a few times.
When that happens, like,
I may not do that again.
I know what Dad talking about now.
Mm-hmm. So it's definitely one of them things, man. I respect self-taught talent. I can't even say talent. It's definitely a talent, but it's one of them things that's more respected because you had the will to go get it yourself. You know what I mean? And not everybody has that same grit or that same grind to them.
I agree. I feel like a lot of people today don't have that. They're always looking for somebody else to tell them how to do it. Yep, and hand it to them. Yep. I get that now a lot still.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. But it is always good to have that mentor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
To kind of uplift you. Not really do it for you, but just to be like, yo, this is the water. Either you're going to drink or not. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's definitely a blessing. So, started out with production. What made you just fall in love with music?
Oh, man. So, it's going to take me back, but really just back when I heard rap from it is just, my dad had this big-ass boombox. From you remember the big old, you be carrying your shoulders like that. Well, he had one that took like 8D batteries, you know what I'm saying? Heavy as hell, you know what I'm saying? But it used to be a little radio show when I was little, man. It would come on the radios every Sunday, and it'd be nothing but rap music. So I would get my tape recorder. I'm like, oh, this is hard, you know what I'm saying? So that's where it came from for me, you know what I'm saying? And then I just got more into it as I got older, and I was like, man, I just wanted to see if I can do it. I always had a music in my head on how I was like, man, if I did this, I'd have like a melody. That's just me. I just play it out, you know what I'm saying, and then boom, you know what I'm saying. And again, the more you do it, I get better and better and better, and then started making a little bit of money from it. So
repetition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just doing over and over and over until you get it. You know what I mean? Building that muscle memory, and then, it's good. Sometimes, like I know you took time away from making beats for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then went right back to it, and the beats are still as fire as ever.
Oh, man, I appreciate it. Hey, what's funny about that, man? When I decided to get back into it last year, actually last February to be exact, I got back into the software Reason, which is what I used to make my beats on. Even when I met you, you know,
Yeah,
that was my go-to for making beats. And I was like, let me grab this again. I put it back on the computer. I mean, it still looked the same, but I looked at it like, man, like I got so frustrated because I didn't remember how to use it. You know, and that muscle memory, like you said, muscle memory, that shit went out the door. I'm looking, I was like, damn, I was like, how did I used to do this? And then I'm gonna pull up, I still have all my files from the beats from back then too. I pulled all them up, came right up. I'm like, dang, this beat is hard, you know what I'm saying? But how in the hell did I have the right, you know, compression on drums and kicks and even the voices, you know, how people come over to record. So this is like, I'm looking at it, I'm getting frustrated because I do not remember. So I was like, so I stopped, you know, and then I was like, I'm gonna just learn something different. So I went and bought an MPC.
Okay.
And
drum pad.
Yep. Yep. I was always good with the drum pads and the keys, but for everything, drums and hi-hats, I like pads. You know, so but yeah, I got real frustrated, man. But then I finally got it. And I ended up using the MPC and Pro Logic. So I switched the whole program up. So, which, again, I had to learn from scratch because I didn't know how to use MPC. I didn't know how to use Pro Logic either.
So you was like, yo, step into a whole different thing.
A whole different thing, but I got it. I learned what I need. I'm not a pro at it, but I learned how now to, you know, getting everything in and, you know, mixing and all that stuff.
Right.
Yep.
So that's smooth, man. So you just went right from making beats, production, and stuff like that to right into photography, videography?
So after the music, actually a friend of mine, back a while back, we decided that we wanted to do some pictures, right?
Okay.
And at the time, I didn't have the bread like that to get a camera, but my dude, he had a credit card at Sears.
Okay.
So and we went and he hooked me up. I never asked him. He was like, man, he said, you want a camera? I was like, hell yeah. You know, so we both got the same camera and we didn't know nothing about it. You know, so I originally got it because I wanted to do video, but I ended up doing pictures with it first. Okay. You know, so my introduction really to cameras was doing photography, and that went pretty good. My first money that I made from doing the pictures was I did some senior pictures for a girl I went to high school with for her son. He was graduating, and now I was nervous, you know. So I was like, man, I told her front, I could do it, but I'm not no pro. I'm just still learning, you know what I'm saying? And so I get out there, I probably had over 1,200 pictures. You know what I'm saying? As a photographer, if you know what you're doing, you don't need that many pictures, you know what I'm saying? But I knew out of this 1,200, I'm going to have some good pictures out somewhere.
Out of one of these, I'm going to find them right here.
Yeah. So it all started from there. She liked them. She shared them on Facebook. Other people seen them. Hey, I seen you did Rhonda's Sons, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm calling out names now, but but yeah, and it went from there, and I got decent at that, and then I know I'm kind of rambling, but
I get it.
So I got the pictures, and then one day, you know, since I'm doing music, I'm recording these artists, and I looked down at the floor. I was like, so I got this camera. So I wonder if I could do video. Right. So I just got done making the beat and everything, man, and the artist like, hey, you got some time to come in and record? I was like, yeah, come on through. I was like, hey, have you ever shot a video? They was like, nah. I said, well, I'm trying to learn video. Y'all want to do a video? They was like, hell yeah. Right. So I ain't even charge them nothing.
Gonna say no to that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up the camera and I didn't know what I was doing, but my first video, it sucked, but I thought it was all right. You know, so but. Yeah, man. It's funny because my man Marshall, he showed me a little bit how to edit on Premiere, and then I kind of went from there. Yeah, and,
definitely.
So yeah,
Marshall definitely he shot one of my first videos. Actually, for me and Flame, it's crazy because you had engineered one of my first songs.
Okay,
you know what I mean? That be shot for a video, and then Marshall shot one of my earlier video.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, that's just kind of
definitely dope. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Marshall, man.
Yeah, you know shout out. You feel me? Man, it's crazy because photography is one of them things that everybody's always looking for pictures.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so
Yep.
it's like once you learn that, it's like it's easy to get your feet wet in a little bit of anything because you can jump into sports, you can jump into
Yeah.
you know
Everything, pretty
senior
much.
pictures, school,
Yeah.
just anything. Like people want to be photographed
Yep.
doing something, whatever they do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, so that's definitely good to get your feet wet in.
Yeah, it's definitely. I feel like it is a good profession now. There are a lot of photographers out there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's like it's a lot. But you still gonna meet people, whether it's word of mouth or if you putting your work out there so other people can see it. You're gonna get something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just with as far as production and photography and videography, what would you say helped you set apart from others who do it in your nature or your craft? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say. Well, okay. With music, what set me apart was I had basically stuff that didn't sound like everybody else's.
Right.
So I'm gonna put these in like different little categories, sections.
Gotcha.
So for music, it was that, and then just recording the right artists. And then for photography, again, it's just I wouldn't say nothing set me too apart from photography because I feel like I won't say a picture is a picture, but really it's going to be word of mouth and just how devoted are you to learning it.
Right.
So with that being said, with when you have when you're teaching yourself and you have that drive, when you have that drive,
Right.
that's going to put you out there, and then you're like, okay, that's going to help now get business to kind of put you in this lane over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just doing what you feel like how your pictures should look. I mean, because everybody's pictures don't look the same either.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So you do develop a style from doing just pictures.
Right.
So when that could be using different color, your shade tones, how you want your pictures to look. So
Right.
so then going into the video aspect, I think that really put me apart is doing the videos is almost like making a beat, at least to me. You know what I'm saying? So with me, I already know how to make beats. And I'm looking at this program for video. I'm like, oh, this is lightweight similar to how I'm, sequencing, my beats and all that. And basically, I'm sequencing also, on video. So I had that edge from jump for video. So I just had to learn the software.
Okay.
And it went from there, man. So those were the things that kind of put me aside, especially on the video tip, because I went from 0 to 200 for real when it came from the videos, man. I just fell in at the right place with this artist at the time called his name was Luciano.
Okay.
And he caught wind and
It
blew.
just went up
Yep,
from
and
there.
I'm shooting left and right. Yep.
So it's one of them things that one thing kind of led right into the other, led right into the other.
Yep.
And it just kind of flowed. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's dope. You know what I mean? And the amazing thing is everything is self-taught. You know what I mean? So I tell you at home that whatever you want to get into, you know what I mean? If others have done it before, it's possible. You know what I mean? You just got to find that drive. You got to find your niche.
Yeah.
Get out there, get into it, get your feet wet in something. You may not get it right away. You know what I mean? But take time, dive into it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, definitely that drive. If you got that drive, you will definitely get somewhere for sure. Now, it might not be overnight, but as long as I'm like doing this, then yeah, you're going to get somewhere for sure.
you just got to get to it, man.
Yeah, consistency.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? And like Nip said, it's a marathon.
Yeah.
It's a marathon. And like Nike say, just do it. So, I remember it was an old guy that I used to work with. I used to work at Solid Beauty Warehouse.
Okay.
One of my first, big jobs.
Okay.
It was big at the time, but I look back, I'll be like, But that's
Yeah, no.
you know what I mean? But
No doubt.
I was having a hard time hitting production.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I don't know why I just can't get production. And he looked at me and he was like, just do it. And then something clicked and it was like, that's all I gotta do is just do it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, to some people that may be complicated. It may be thinking like, oh, but this and but that. Sometimes we gotta cut out the excuses.
Yeah.
And we just gotta just get to it. You know what I mean? That was one of the best advices I ever got. And I think about
And
that.
it was just,
you know,
just those 3 words.
just three words was, you know, just 3 simple words. And sometimes the most simple thing is the most powerful thing we need.
Yep.
You know, just keep pushing.
Yep. And sometimes even if someone doesn't tell you, like something, the more you do it, something will click. For me, that's what happened too. Like the more I did it, because I'll tell you this. The hardest thing when I switched over to doing videography was the color grading.
Okay.
I had the effects, the cuts, the chop, all that was down easy. Because again, from music,
Right.
because I listen to the detailed music, from hi hats, the snare, to even the smallest little sound of somebody else. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut to this part, you know what I'm saying, like that. But yeah, but the thing for me was hardest thing was the color grading, and I told myself I'm gonna learn it, you know, and I finally got it. And for me, that's my favorite part when editing video is the color grade, because the color grade, that's the thing everybody's gonna see first. I feel like because that's how you create your mood, your tone, and all that in video. So so if you're going for a dark look, you know you're gonna use like darker, more contrasty, you know, kind of colors, you know. And so people be like, oh damn, this is hard, you know what I'm saying? But that was the longest thing that took me forever to learn. But I got it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And that is true. They say, like, with anything, you know, people got, you know, short attention spans.
Today, for sure. For sure. Everything is like, all right, what's next?
So it's like trying to get that color right, or, you know, that sound right, you know, in the first 5 seconds, where people like, oh, I caught that.
That's, yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. And I feel like maybe color grading kind of help with that.
Yeah.
You come in with the right colors.
Right colors is what draws you in. Yep. Yep. And also too, I mean, just like a lot of people today, the first thing is the like fonts. For the video, I hate fonts. I was like, I don't know how a font is gonna help bring you, bring a video like oh, I like that font. Let me keep watching. Yeah. I just don't get that. But whatever. But I still don't like fonts to this day. So, I'm like, fuck a font, nigga. But like, I'd rather it be, the way the video comes on or something. You know what I'm saying? Right. It could be like an aerial drone shot coming in to, I feel like that would, bring something in.
That'd be a lot smoother than the font.
Yeah.
Like, bro, throw the font in.
I hate fonts, but whatever.
That's for sure, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I know you deal with a lot of people on a lot of different levels. Mm-hmm. Especially having so many hats. What would you say is some of the biggest challenges that you face, even when dealing with people who are just in the craft in itself?
The number one thing after you kind of get established is going to be pricing, and people who don't want to pay certain price or whatever, whatever your price
worth.
Will be. Exactly. Yep, what your worth is. At first, you may not have that issue because as coming in as whether a new videographer or a new, producer or anything like that, your prices are going to be set lower, of course. That's going to bring in the people, which I don't mind that at all. But once you start, you're kind of a little bit more seasoned into doing what you're doing, and you want to make money from it. You can't keep doing these low prices. You're not going to get anywhere. So that's going to be, I feel like the main thing is, people not wanting to pay your worth once you are established. You already shot however many videos. People come to you for a reason. So if they want that quality, whatever it is, again, that you do, they're going to want to pay it. So my thing is, my advice to you people out there, the new people at least, the newcomers, the up and people coming up, is don't let them steer, steer you away from what you want, you know, whatever your pricing is, you know what I'm saying? So if you charge, I don't know, it's still on the low end to me, but for like, say for video, you're saying 300 and somebody comes like, oh man, all I got is 150. Can you do 150? Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, unless you strapped up for money, you know, that's a little different. But again, you know, you're not, because you're putting in all, especially from the video side. If you're gonna only take $150 and now you got to go and edit this video, you're playing this video back however many times. You know what I'm saying? So and the artist may suck. You be like, oh man, why did I do this?
Why did I listen to this song again?
Yeah, you know, I gotta keep playing it back, make sure this cut, this, you know, everything. So it's like now you're in front of your computer for whether it's 10 hours of something, you know what I'm saying, and all I got was $150. So you'll learn that quick. You'll get it. You'll see.
And you know, people forget about time, and that is the most.
Yep.
That is the most valuable thing that we cannot get back.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
We can trade.
Definitely.
We can trade a lot of things for money. Money come and go, but the second you spend time out of your time bank, that money is that time is not deposited
That's not.
back.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's not.
people don't take that into consideration. Like, yeah, I edited this thing, but it took me this long to go edit it. That's so much time that I could have been spending time with my kids, or I could have spent, you know, doing more with my craft, or learning and building and growing than I sat in front of this thing working on this for you. So
you could have been out making more money too if you don't have kids or family. You know, like, you could have been out making more money just shooting another video, but now you're here. You know. And then I was going to say the second thing is too, man, you'll get those people that they're gonna want all these. Again, coming from the video aspect of things, they're gonna want all these effects for that little money. So now you beating yourself in the head again because like, damn, he want me to do this, you know. But again, that's kind of your fault too if you took that. So, but yeah, that's you live and you learn, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to keep it simple, yo.
Yeah. And to me, simple is better, man. The simplicity of, you know, like is you now you have a clean look. You know, instead of having all these effects here and there, really, really fast cuts and all. Really, the people are just looking at. They're not at this time. At this point, they're not looking at the artist. They're looking at, you know,
the videographer.
You know what I'm saying? Which to me, if I was an artist, you know, I would want people, you know, to be more focused on me and some of the words I'm saying, you know, but still look at the video as well. Like, oh, this is a clean video and he's spitting to it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But now everybody's looking for effects, you know. Yeah. Like, hey man, bring me out from on the fly out this window and then land on my feet. Or, you know, like bro, like, that's unnecessary. But it is what it is, though.
Yeah. And you know, it's one of them things that it does kind of take away the art of music in a sense, because then it's like, I'm not gonna say take away from the art of music, but it's like if you're telling a story in your music, you want that video to be, at least from my perspective. For me, I'm not a videographer. I'm just an artist. You hear me? I'm an artist, but if I'm shooting a video, I wouldn't want the story to be told exactly how I said it in the music. You know what I mean? So I would want that to reflect what that video is. You know what I mean? Or what that song is. So, you know, just a tip for y'all out there. Y'all can take my advice or not. But definitely take his. You know what I mean? He do this. He do this. And I think a lot of people get so lost in that. You know what I mean? Like one of the things that we do is cutting hair. We just went up on prices last year or whatever. Okay. A lot of people look at our prices and be like, okay, well now, you know, they're cool. The ones that are cool with it are cool with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we look at the way that, you know, prices went in general over the past few years. Yeah. And they went up on everything.
Yeah. Everything's gone up.
Yeah.
I just went and got my hair cut. I'm like, oh, I paid, well, it was $40. And I gave a tip. I was like, I'm like, damn, $50. But I just know that's what it is now. You know, me having my own little business, that person, they you know, cutting hair is a business. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I get it. But I do remember, look, you know, hair cuts used to be like $10. You know what I'm saying? And even then I was being cheap about 10. But I was like, damn.
You know, before COVID it was $20. You know what I mean? 20 a head, 25 head in beard. We didn't go up too much. But after COVID, everything went up.
Man.
You know what I mean? And so how we manage our prices, we look at the price of our equipment. You know what I mean? Like right now, we could get a brand new blade then for like $14.99. You know what I mean? So it's cool to set prices at $15, $20. But now we look, and to get a new blade is like $34.99. So it's like, if we break the blade on one head, we gotta have enough to replace that one blade and get back to cutting it. So we charge 30, 35, so on and so forth, to make sure we can keep running.
Yeah.
And I say that because if you want high quality pictures, videos and stuff like that, you gotta look at what they spend on their equipment as well. You know what I mean? If they break a mic or if they break a lens, anything, you know what I mean? They have to replace that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So sometimes when you dealing with more seasoned, videographers or photographers or something like that, you're dealing with somebody with more expensive equipment that's going to get you the best quality video or photos or something like that. And so that's one of the things you have to invest in. You know what I mean? So we got to look at things like that as well. My bad for the long rant, but I just wanted to bring those two together so that way y'all kind of understand more.
That's the truth.
You know what I mean?
That's the truth, because a lot of people, they don't look at it like that. Like you said, like blades and the stuff you got to spray on the blades, you got to get them cut. All that stuff adds up. Just like for us, now we got batteries, memory cards, lenses. You know what I'm saying? Bags to put our gear in. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't look at that. They just see the camera and they think, okay, that's it. Nah, because even the software, the computer, you got to buy that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, it's not, we don't get it from in nowhere. We got to pay for that. So that's a lot where, like he said, the pricing comes in at, you want to get that quality. Okay, cool. You got to pay for it.
Yeah, it all adds up. Like I know, speaking of the spray, it used to be $7.99, $6.99. It's like $12.99 now.
Damn.
You know what I mean? $13, $14 a penny. Neck strips. You know what I mean? And mind you, you want a barber that's clean. You don't want them to not have that spray and clean his clippers. I'm just saying, you don't want to be walking out of barbershop bumping up and stuff that. You know what I mean? That's bad. Look bad on the barber.
Your girl be like, hey, babe, what's wrong
tonight? Neck strips, they used to be $12, went up to $30, so on and so forth. Damn. You know what I mean? So, not to get too much in barbering, we talking about Ken Vision, but
I cut hair too, man. That's why I know. I cut my hair, my son's hair, everybody. So it's like, I get it.
He just talented. But when we get into craft and people just diving into the craft and just trying to better themselves and then the equipment, stuff like that, those are things that we look at as creators that we just ask you guys to have patience for and look at. You know what I mean? So
yeah, definitely, man. I will say too, it's kind of off the topic, but it's still on topic. But one thing that grinds my gears is again, like with the pricing, whatever.
Yeah.
They'll go out. They'll pay. Okay, new Jordans came out, right? How much new Jordans come?
Like at least close to $300.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even buy J's, but I'm sure they up there.
Yeah, they're up there. They know what it is.
You feel me?
So keep that price in your head, right? Now, when it's time to shoot the video, oh, come on, man. Let me get $300 for the video. Now, keep in mind, I'm with them for, it could be 3 hours, you know what I'm saying? I get all the footage I need. When it's time to pay, like, $600. Like, oh, damn. But they try to talk you down low, or like, well, can I give you this now? And let me give you $200 now, and then the rest on when you're done. So. My thing is, okay, you didn't ask this when you went to Foot Locker,
And you feel
to get your shoes, right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
You didn't ask me, hey, let me give you 200 now and then pay after I'd already walked in my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like that just it grinds my gears,
that's for
man.
sure.
And it's stuff still to this day, even with me shooting for what 11 years now, maybe 12. But you still run into that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it so much now because they know what they're getting if you come with me now. There's 101 other videographers out there now, which they're going to take the lower pricing, which is kind of fine, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Right. But yeah, it's just the stuff that you run into when it comes to that. But
and I mean, you get what you pay for. You feel me?
So
you want that good quality.
It's happened. It's been times where people came back to me because, oh man, I said, like, man, my bad, Kim. Like you was asking a little too much, but I get it now because I had this person to do it and the footage was trash. I was like, hey, I mean, that's cool, man. I'm glad you see now, but yeah, yep.
Yeah, I've had that a few times where people was like,
that could be the same with the haircuts too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you charge $35 a haircut. Well, I go up the street, they charge 20. Come back, and be like, bro, can you fix this? Now I gotta charge you the same price and more because I gotta fix what they done did. You could just got it done here. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it'd be like that, man. So just, with those type struggles, I definitely understand it because pricing when it goes to anything is definitely like you don't go to Kroger and negotiate how much the cheese is on the rack. Yeah. You're just like, I need cheese for the sandwich or whatever it is, and you grab that. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yes, it is. It's funny, man, because I actually had a client. I went to do some pictures on a house, and there was over $1 million home house, right? And they needed some indoor pictures. I guess they were gonna sell it, I don't know what they're doing it for, but the house is dope.
Right.
Now, I get there, I'm doing pictures, I do some drone photography for it, and his boy actually put him on to me. So his boy already knew my work.
Right.
And so I go do this, for his partner at the time, whatever. And I do the pictures. I'm assuming the money's good. That's one thing too. Don't always assume. But but I assumed the money was good. Cool. I get the pictures. I do them. And he wanted some video of inside the house. So all this, I'm there for 3 hours, 3 hours. He said, all right, man, cool. Send me an invoice. No problem. Right. Send over the invoice. Hey, before I send over the invoice, hey, can I see some of the pictures? Let me see some pictures first. So I'm like, wait, so you want to see the pictures before you pay me to see if the pictures are any good?
Right.
And basically he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, nah. Right. I was like, you already seen my work. You know the work. Your boy plugged you to me for a reason.
Right.
Like that. And so we kind of went back and forth, but I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm good. Never mind. I'm not. It was wasting my time.
Right.
But I just decided, you know what? You ain't getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like. I already took the time out to do the pictures and some of the video, and you should already been ready to pay. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, and again, that leads to you're not doing this when you go somewhere else and you buy this. Right. You're not, So that I won't say it rubbed me the wrong way, but you're still gonna have things that's gonna happen even if you've been doing it for a long time. And that was the first for me. Out of all the times I've been shooting and doing things, is for someone to be like, oh yeah, let me see this first, and then I'll pay you. Like nah, bro. Like you already know the word. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like you know it when you hired me.
Yeah, yep. So that baffled me, man. I laughed it off and kept on about my day and whatever.
Make sure, man, when y'all come and ask for a service, make sure y'all prepared for that service.
Yeah, man.
If not, don't.
That shit was crazy. I still laugh about this. That was just not too long ago, so I still laugh about that. I'm like, damn, that's crazy, man. They end up because I laugh about it because they're over in a $1 million home. This place is out in Lewis Center. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? These houses is spectacular, and these people want to argue about not even argue, but they didn't want to pay. You're
Right.
like damn, for real, like y'all want this big ass house, but
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's
if
just
you
funny.
can't afford that, lower your means.
That's funny.
Buy a house in Grove City.
Damn,
You
boy.
feel me?
Yeah, that killed me, boy. But yeah,
Nah, for sure, man. So that's dope. Not to backtrack a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess we didn't even get into where you're from, bro. And then that's my fault, y'all. That's on me. You feel me? Tell them where you from, man, and where you do most of your work and stuff like that.
okay.
That's my bad.
No, you good, man. So I'm based here, Columbus, Ohio. I've been here for grip. Actually, I went to school here, raised here, born in Dayton, but most of my work is here in Columbus. I've actually done work everywhere though, just from the videos. Like I've caught people hit me up that live in Texas, Florida, New York. I've been everywhere. Man, like it's nice to be able to having something like a profession where it can kind of take you and see different places. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've worked with Slim Thug.
Yeah.
Worked with cat out of New York. Well, he's kind of down with the Griselda. I can't believe I forgot his name. Yeah, but him. Who else? I'm missing two people, but it's nice, man.
I think you did. Did you that Pastor Troy joint?
Yes, I did. Yeah, Pastor Troy. Yeah, he was one of the first artists I've done. Yep. So yeah, I was in Atlanta. Yeah, I've been to Atlanta so many times. Which Atlanta's cool. I just couldn't live there, but
I don't think I could.
But yeah, man, like for those who's starting out with like your profession, something that you like doing could take you places, and you're making money from it. Mm-hmm. So that's like one of the best things that you can get out of, something that you like doing.
Right,
but yeah, definitely. I'm here in Columbus, Ohio. Hey, if y'all want a video, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? IG is Kim_Vision, CHEM Vision.
No,
but
definitely.
Yeah.
It's on the shirt if y'all people.
Yeah, no doubt.
And so that kind of leads me into my next question. If somebody was watching the live and wanted some photography done or videography, beats, anything like that, are you willing to travel, so on and so forth?
Definitely.
You kind of answered that, but you know.
Definitely, yeah. I would travel for sure, man. Even weddings, like that's the other thing. You get into weddings now, every cameras, in a sense. I mean, not just camera, but anything can put you like in a good spot. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to just stick to. If you're a photographer, you don't have to stick to the photography, I guess. But it does land you other gigs and jobs. Now you got weddings. Like you mentioned, I think the school pictures. Corporate events. Yeah. I love doing corporate events too. Corporate events is where it's at. There's no hassle. You give them, they go, okay, we need your services for, 5-6 hours. What's your price? And send us your invoice. Send an invoice. Look at it. Okay, cool. We'll have a check ready for you when you come to, no questions, no nothing. Just
so it's like boom.
It's done. Yep.
I mean, so even commercials.
Commercials, yeah. Commercials, so that's a good one to do too. It's funny. I would say out of all the things that I've done, like with video wise, commercials to me are the hardest because you have to make sure. I won't say it's the hardest, but you have to cram everything in to get your point across within 30 to 40 seconds. You know what I'm saying? In commercials, so it's like
that could be tedious.
Yeah. Like even though like you go there, it might not take you too long to shoot, but it's like, okay, I'm gonna get home. Like, okay, how do I want to do this? That's gonna, get the point across for this company or whatever. Right. So commercials, could be but if you kind of already have in your head, like if it is like say an ice cream shop, right. You could kind of gauge how okay, I want to see the person, pick the scoop up, put it in there, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But yeah, man. But the commercials, those could be the hardest ones sometimes, just because you have a limited time to cram everything in and with that and amount of time.
Picture.
Yep.
I get that. Which also brings me to this question of, you wear so many hats: videography, production, photography, engineering, just so many different things. What would you say is your favorite to do out of those things?
Damn, that's a good question. I ain't gonna beat you. That's a good one and a hard one because I like all three. But if I have to pick one, I'm gonna have to say the videography.
Okay.
Yep. If there's an order, I'm gonna say videography, the music, and then the pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, because to me, with the videographer, at least I can still I can still put me in with some of the music, music videos.
Yeah, I feel that. So music is the first love. It's like, that's my heart.
Yeah. Mine too, in a sense. But if I got to pick, I'm gonna do the videos first, because again, the videos takes me to do more. Music can take you to do more too, but I feel like with music, you're not really being seen. I mean, you're being heard.
Right.
But again, there's a lot of beat makers too out there, and then it really depends on the style and all that. But that kind of runs in with video too, because you gotta have a different style for video and all that. But at least they can see you're like, yo, who did that video? You know what I'm saying? Or even too, like who made that beat? But yeah.
And I had a producer in here Friday. They didn't do Friday. Mm-hmm. And I was just talking to him. I feel like producing is the most important piece or whatever to any genre right now. Because you can do poetry and you apply some music in the back. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That poetry hit. You can listen to motivational speeches and it hit without the music in the back. But once you apply that music underneath it, it hits so much harder. You know what I mean? And so I feel like with producing, especially nowadays, y'all newer artists, not getting on y'all newer artists, but I feel like nowadays it's a lot more producer driven.
Yep.
Because I don't really see, this could just be me, I don't see too much substance in nowadays music that's going to get the words across before you get the beats across. You know what I mean? So I feel like production and producing is so much more important now.
I agree.
To be seen.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And definitely if you can be different, because all you hear is like trap sounds from producers, all you hear is bust the drill and stuff, like you don't hear, too much of a different variation of music nowadays.
Yeah, it is sounding the same. Yeah, that's the thing. Because I was just watching an interview with Dre and Snoop on Drink Champs, and Dre was saying he's waiting. He knows like the music sounded the same. He said he's waiting for somebody to come out that sounds totally new. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's coming too because it's been on the
cuss.
Yeah, it's there. And like I feel like a group, the name back in the day was Outkast. They came with a whole different sound. And the South today is still like number one, but back Outkast still had a different sound. You know what I'm saying? Even when they was from the South. But yeah, everything does sound the same, man. He basically, Dre was saying like, it's coming. Somebody could come with a brand new sound, and like another Snoop and Dre. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. So yeah.
So is it gonna be you? Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? You know what I mean? So we kind of got into the struggles that you face and stuff like that. On the upside, what would you feel is more the perks? And I know we kind of talked about this a little bit.
Yep.
But,
the perks. On which hat?
Okay, we can start with your favorite video.
Okay. So. So the perks with video is traveling. You get to travel, and all the expenses paid, and you get paid. So it's like a vacation and not even work. It's just vacation and fun. You know what I'm saying? So
like when you love what you do, it becomes fun.
Yeah, because even to this day, it doesn't feel like it's work. You know what I'm saying? Like, heck, I did a whole thing for the place where I work at. Yeah. I did a whole training video that I shot for the whole company.
That's
the
lit.
whole company seen it. I didn't know that, but yeah, even that, you know what I'm saying. So that's a hell of a perk, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And the money was great.
Yeah.
So now a perk for music, to me, is just like, damn, I created this beat. This beat hard to me, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then somebody else hear it, like, yo, you make beats too? You know what I'm saying? And then they ask like, well, you know, how much for it? Can I buy it from you? Hell, you got one from me.
Damn, I got two. I got,
you know, so,
yeah.
but yeah, like, you know, those kind of things are, you know, are good perks to have, you know, and that is also motivation for you to keep going as well. You know, like dang, I just made a little bit of money. Shoot, what else can I make?
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
It just keep you driven.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now for the photography, yeah, I mean, it's just if somebody likes the photos and then they was like, hey, I seen, you know, my homegirl, you did her photos. You know, can I get something like that too? You know, it'd be that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think the new thing with me now with photography is I just learned how to do it's called off camera flash.
Okay.
And that's new to me. So when I learned it and I've done it, I'm like, oh man, this brings your pictures out looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Look good as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got the flashlight, you hit them, the face is all lit, and you can have it to where the background is just darker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
even though it's during the day, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, everything has their perks, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my 3 for all of them. So.
Y'all heard that there at home. If y'all want to get into videography, photography, you know, producing, things like that, y'all heard it from one of the greatest. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Definitely from one of the greatest, man. I'm telling you, when I heard that beat, I was just scrolling through IG. Heard that beat.
Oh, yeah,
I was like, and before I seen who posted, I was like, who made this beat? I said, Kim made it. I said, let me hit my man's out right now.
Yeah, man, that's funny because, like, when I got back to doing the beats again, I just was going to make them just so I can listen to them as I'm driving in the car on the way to work or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And with me doing video, I like to put something I shot, but put my beat under it. Yeah. And then just to, you know, because nowadays you want to have something under, you know, whatever you post. So then I also just put, you know, the small caption produced by, you know, Ken Vision, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, damn, he made that, you know, but yeah. So that's.
Yeah, that beat was fire. It's coming. I promise.
Yeah, I'm ready to hear the finished product. I heard a little bit of it, you know what I'm saying?
It's coming, still working out the kinks with it and stuff like that. You're about to hear it. You know, a King Golden, Ken Vision collab. Feel me?
Yes, sir.
And that ain't the last one. There's more coming. He shot video for me too. That's out. You know what I mean? But this ain't about me. You feel me? He do all type of stuff, man. He got all type of stuff out. So y'all can find him on YouTube, Facebook,
Instagram,
IG.
Yeah. You know, not on TikTok, but I mean I am, but I'm not. But yeah,
we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna see what
they
do with TikTok and all that. Hopefully down badness, but you never know what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? If so, we still gonna keep it moving. We're gonna, you know, YouTube, whatever platform provide us the opportunity. We got to keep this golden network thing going. You know what I mean? So
yes, sir.
If you had somebody at home right now that's watching that wants to get into any of these fields, what is the biggest thing, or what's the first thing you would want to tell them to keep them motivated or keep them pushing?
Shoot, kind of just what we talked about earlier. Just go and do it, man. I mean, if you have it in your head that you want to do it, what's really stopping you? I'm gonna say, like, at least like for the up and coming like videographers, you have a camera in your pocket all day, every day. You may not know it, but you got your phone, man. You know what I'm saying? Just whip out your phone and shoot something. You know, the quality from the phones are great. You know what I'm saying? They all shoot 4K. You know, you know, you just got
8K.
And 8K, yeah, you right. My mom don't do the 8K, but yeah, man, just get out there and just do it. You might suck at first, but somebody be like, yo, I like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's all it really takes, man. Just being consistent and just going out and doing whatever it is you want to do, man. So that's one of my goals for this new year, you know, because I feel like I get complacent, you know. I just like, okay, I've done enough, you know. I just, you know, if somebody, I'm chill. If somebody hit me up, cool, let's do it. But I feel like I could be putting out a lot more as well. So that's going to be one of my goals. So I always have a goal for yourself as well. My goal is to put out something a little different now, you know, at least video-wise. And I want to do like little short little movie clips. Like, so that's going to be my thing. So when y'all start seeing it, whether it's on my IG or YouTube, it's going to be music-driven, but it's also going to be more cinematic and little shorts just for like IG or even YouTube. So it might be like 10-minute little mini movies, kind of like actually, I don't know if you've seen it, Dre and Snoop's little mini movie that they did. I've been wanting to do that for so long. I've been telling so many artists, like, hey, you should do this. But of course, I mean, I'm not mad at it, but sometimes their buzz is not there for that, you know. So I'm just like, well, shoot, real talk, I could just do this myself. You know, and feature myself or maybe one other person that I'm cool with, and we just go out and shoot, you know, and make it like a little cinematic short film, you know what I'm saying? And then like people start catching wind of that and be like, yo, let me get one of them, you know what I'm saying? How much, man? I got the money for it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's my goal, is just to have put more of those out instead of music videos. I'm still doing music videos and stuff like that. But I want to start doing like that real cinematic stuff, because nobody's really doing it, you know, especially in the city, here in the city. I mean, of course, you're going to see that stuff from major artists. You know, the budget's there, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's just, you know, that's what I want to do. So if somebody's down to do that, hit me up. And we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen, you know, because it's going to be, I feel like that'll be the new thing. Just somebody has to be out. Somebody's got to put it out and keep putting those out. Right. And then people can start catching wind to, you know, like, yep, I want that right there. Yep.
So that kind of led me into, you know, the next question on what you have coming next. But you already,
that's it right there. That's it.
You know, answered that. You know what I mean? So, how do you feel like 2024 treated you when it comes to your craft?
It treated me pretty good. I won't say actually I would say this year was a little bit slower for me, but it was slower, but it was still busy, if that makes sense, you know, because sometimes it's
productive. Or efficient.
Efficient, yep, there you go. Because sometimes I'll go a couple weeks, and, you know, and not do nothing, which is fine, because I like, you know, chill, whatever, sometimes, but then out of nowhere, bam, like, yo, you know, you free this week, you know, and then, you know, I done got 5-6 videos under my belt, you know, that I got to get done and edit. So, but yeah, that's a good thing to, you know, have too. So it's like it goes slow, then it goes crazy fast. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. They can pick up in the instant.
Just like that. Yep.
So,
yep.
Y'all heard that? Just stay consistent. You know what I mean? Stay consistent. Stay grounded. It's bound to pick up for you at some point.
Yeah. If things are slow, man, just. I tell people, man, like, if it's slow for you at first, or even period, like, even if you are out there kind of seasoned, just keep pushing it out, because you don't know who's gonna see it, and that's happened a lot for me. Like yo, I seen this from somebody else because they reshared it or posted it, you know, and then boom, next thing you know, you got that work again.
Right.
Yep.
And there it is, man. So. I definitely appreciate you. Man, it was so much knowledge on this. I hope y'all picked up. You feel me? I hope y'all picked up, you know, on a lot of it. If there's any last words you would want to give anybody, or, you know, just motivate those who watching and stuff like that, what would it be? Do not let anybody steer you clear of your path. Period. Best thing you can say. Best thing you can say, you know what I mean? One of the best quotes that I heard is, if you follow where everybody wants you to go, you'll never end up where you want to be. You know what I mean, man? So, y'all heard it from the best, man. I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate having you on. Tell the people where they can find you at.
All right, so my main thing, you can find me on Instagram at CHEM_vision. Kim Vision. It's not Chim, it's Kim. Short for chemist. You know, I get that a lot. It's funny, but yeah, Facebook, just like same thing. Look it up on there, it'll come up. And my YouTube, same, Kim Vision. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I got it. So videos, videography, photography, production.
Yep.
If y'all want beats, help him pick back up the production side a lot. You know what I mean?
Man,
keep saying he slowed down on it, but I'm telling you, the beats is fire. You feel me? Y'all need beats, hit my man's up, man. He definitely doing this thing. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Every week we here. Golden Network, King Golden. Sundays at 2 p.m., around 2 p.m. We're getting a little better with that, y'all. Just be patient with me. You feel me? Friday at 8 p.m. We got another, I believe next week we got an artist coming Friday. So just continue to tune in. I appreciate y'all. The love is real. And I'll be with y'all soon.
All right.